The way that rich and poor people manage their money is basically night and day apart. And despite that, even with little wealth, there's a lot that we can learn from the top investors and the most wealthy people in the world. Today we're going to be looking at how the rich manage their money, and we're going to be speaking about what you can learn from it. As we are going to be learning from the best, right? When we talk about money, the richest know what they're doing. One habit that rich people often have is investing in assets and not liabilities. The key concept of this is quite simple. You invest in assets that generate income and appreciate in their value. Rich people's approach is this. The wealthy focus on purchasing assets like real estate, stocks, or businesses that provide ongoing returns rather than spending their money on items that lose value over time. Perfect examples of this include luxury cars and expensive technology, right? How many poor people waste all of their money on these things? They go down in value rather than buying assets that could make them richer over time. And the funny thing is, anybody can start this. What you can do is start by identifying what assets are available to you. This could mean investing in stocks, low fee index funds, or saving for a down payment on a property. You need to try and avoid consumer debt. Instead of buying things that depreciate in value, try and put your money into things that can grow in value. There's an actionable tip here, and that is remembering mutual funds or ETFs as a way to begin investing have relatively low risk, right? So obviously some investments are going to be higher risk than others. Be aware that all investments do inherently carry risk, but there are less risky methods. Do your own research, but things like mutual funds or ETFs, right? Or index funds as well. Then we'll talk about diversification. Rich people tend to spread the risk. The idea is that you don't put all of your eggs into one basket. Rich people's approach is as follows. Wealthy people spread their investments across various sectors that can include stocks, real estate, and or businesses. This ends up mitigating risk. It ensures that if one investment performs poorly, others can compensate for the loss. I mean, just think about this for an example, right? There's certain things which are always in demand. Things like certain companies, certain industries, things like rent, things like houses. These things are always in demand. And yes, certain stocks, certain sectors, certain markets are booming when times are good, but ultimately, rich people try and protect themselves when times are bad too, so they can keep building their wealth. What can you do around this? Well, the easiest way is to start by diversifying your investments. Try and invest in different industries and consider both long and short-term opportunities. An actionable tip is that you don't need a large amount of money to begin diversification. You can start small with stocks and then consider using investment apps which allow fractional shares for easier diversification, right? There's this misconception that you need millions of dollars to start, and that is often not the case. You can diversify simply through a stock or investment app by investing in different industries. Then we can talk about thinking long term, as wealth is built over time, not overnight. This is a rich people approach, right? The wealthy understand that building lasting wealth is a marathon and not a sprint. They avoid the temptation of short-term gains and focus on investments that will grow over decades. How many of you guys have been there, right? This stock or this crypto is going to rocket, so you put all your money into it, then it basically goes to zero. We've seen this time and time again. This is something that rich people try and avoid. What can you do? You can start by contributing regularly to long-term investment strategies like a retirement account, for example an IRA or a 401k. You can avoid making rash decisions based on short-term market fluctuations and stick to a plan. We've all seen this as well, right? Somebody buys a stock, they expect it to go up a certain amount, then on the second or first day even, it can go down by 5%, 10%, they panic and sell. Over a month, 2 months, a couple of years, that stock might be up significantly more. Short-term panic, driven by short-term fluctuations. The actionable tip here is to set up, if you want, automatic monthly contributions to your investment account. Even if it's small, we've spoken before about compound interest and building wealth in that way. It can help a lot. A big thing is hiring the right experts. The concept of this is seeking professional advice to make smarter decisions. You know, it's often said that the smartest person in the room is the person who knows what they don't know. They can therefore kind of infer and listen to other people's opinions. And this is kind of the rich people's approach. Rich people don't try to manage everything on their own. They often work with financial advisors, accountants, and other financial professionals who can help them to make informed decisions. Obviously, not everybody has access, but if possible, you could consult with a financial advisor to help create an investment strategy that fits your goals and risk tolerance. You could find a tax professional to guide you on tax efficient investment strategies. And even in today's day and age, the internet is a powerful tool, right? There's a lot that you can learn about money, investing, and business online on YouTube for free. So be aware of that. And of course, the tip here is to look for low-cost financial advisory services that can help you and can cater to beginners. Or consider using robo-advisors to get started. Again, that's kind of touching on the technology that we spoke about, the internet. A big one is to try and live below your means. The key concept here is really simple. Spend less than you earn, no matter your income level. A lot of people tend to spend more money than they earn, they get into debt, it doesn't work out for them. This is not what rich people do. The wealthy prioritize saving and investing over indulgence. They can understand that the key to building wealth is living below their means, even if they can afford the luxuries. What can you do? Well, you can track your spending and create a budget. Focus on trying to spend at least 20% of your income. Try and save at least 20% of your income. Avoid lifestyle inflation. This is a big one. So many people have a lifestyle, they get paid, and then they increase their means. Just because you earn more, it doesn't mean that you need to spend more. The actionable tip here is to set up a savings account if you can, and a portion of your money should be automatically transferred into there, maybe each payday. Try and build relationships and network. You can network and become just as important as any other person, right? It's a common and age-old saying. Your network is your net worth. Rich people understand this, and the wealthy try and build relationships. They build networks that open up opportunities for investment, collaborations, and new business ventures. You can start off by joining online forums or local meetups related to investing and business. Surround yourself with like-minded individuals who offer advice and opportunities. Look for mentors or role models who have succeeded in areas that you are interested in. Start by attending free investment webinars or local events. Reach out to people and they might be able to help guide you in your journey. Try and start your own business. Owning a business is one of the fastest ways to build your wealth. Rich people understand this, and many wealthy people built their actual wealth from owning businesses. Business ownership can provide multiple streams of income and increase control over your financial future. If you have a skill, consider turning this into a side business or even a freelance opportunity. Explore online businesses such as e-commerce, digital services, or even content creation. The actionable tip here is research side hustles. Look at opportunities that require minimal startup costs, like freelancing, like consulting, or potentially selling products online. These are all examples of perhaps side hustles or at least beginner businesses that you can often start with very little capital required. Keep trying to learn about money. The more you know, the more you grow. Rich people know this. They continue to learn. It's a hallmark of a wealthy person. They stay informed about new investment opportunities, financial strategies, and market trends. So many people, average people, fail to do this, right? How many people do you know that are 40, 50 maybe, and they say, well, I can't invest. I can't understand the internet, an internet business. You know, it's ignorance. You look at someone like Warren Buffett, who's very, very old, and he's still very informed about market trends. What you can do is start by reading books, taking online courses, following blogs, following podcasts, or even YouTube channels around personal finance and investing. Try and research about different types of investments like stocks, real estate, bonds. All of these will help you to make more informed decisions and be more educated. Again, you can also use the internet. It's a very, very powerful tool which has an awful lot of information on it, which is really, really useful. Set aside some time each week to read articles, listen to podcasts, or watch YouTube channels around personal finance. It really can help. Because wealth is health. Good health, no, the opposite of that. Health is wealth. Good health is essential to achieving financial success. Rich people know this as well. They prioritize physical and mental well-being and understand that a healthy body and a healthy mind are necessary for effectively managing their wealth. You can start this really easily. Start exercising regularly and make time for activities that can reduce stress. Stay mentally sharp by focusing on self-care and maintaining a work-life balance. It's funny, but small health improvements like walking more and getting enough sleep can really help to reduce stress, can really help physical health, and by extension, they mean that you can work more successfully, more focused, and help to build your wealth. The closing slide has some key takeaways. Building wealth takes time, discipline, and smart decisions. Try and start small and be patient with your investments, whether it's saving, learning, or starting a side business. Don't forget to live below your means and invest in your health. If you don't have your health, there's very little else that you've got. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching. Again, if you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like it and subscribe, and I hope I'll see you again soon. Goodbye for now.